car, best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Unmute yourself, dumbass.
I wasn't muted before. Every time for the countdown mutes you and then auto unmutes you.
You're stupid.
We are looking live
I'm
at
mad
a
at
dumbass.
I'm mad at you this week. We'll talk about it later, so I'm going to make fun of you.
What?
I'll tell you
well,
later.
yeah, we will. We'll talk about I know why.
Yes. I'm upset with Rick for the first time in my life.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're the I'm Fat podcast and
Hey.
stuff. He's Jay. I'm Rick.
Very
You know,
red.
sponsors, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, Nick and Ivy Brewing. Yeah, we'll talk about all of them. I am possibly related to why you're mad at me. I have I have to talk a lot about one of our sponsors today.
Yes, that
So-
could possibly be why.
So this is like probably on the podium for worst starts to a podcast that I've had.
And that's saying something. Because
Right.
It's a tall podium.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's fun. It's fun. I think people live for the gaffes. It's like the blooper reel. Except it's every show we've ever done from start to finish. Well, we appreciate you being here anyway. Make sure you're following us on all of the socials at I'm Fat Pod. YouTube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. Go there, subscribe, like the videos, all that stuff. If you're watching us live, participate in the chat. We have only 2 Ask-A-Fats today, so if you want to get one in there, put it in there and I will start and make sure we get to it. Had to mute myself because I had to belch.
I think that would have been good content.
Yeah, maybe. It's a little early. I'm fatmerch.com if you're looking for merch. What else? Patreon, we're on there. We don't really have it figured out, but feel free to kick us a few bucks if you feel like it.
Sure.
And, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
It's been a while, buddy.
It has.
A lot has happened since we have last spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot really has. Should we, I don't want to say get out of the way, but like
Yeah, no, let's...
go more somber early and then kick it forward because obviously since we've done the last podcast, Terry Boers passed away, which at the age of 75, and the score did a great tribute, and you were a part of that, being in your old chair.
Yeah, wrote another book.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was one of the great things is seeing Jay write a book while doing his regular job.
Well, when you are the world's biggest procrastinator and you have a deadline, sometimes you got to do something you don't love. So,
Right.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was it was great the way that was handled. Speaks and Tanny, especially spearheaded a ton of that, and it was also cool that you were asked to like be there and be back in the building, and you know, to be able to be part of that too. So I thought that was just really cool.
No, I definitely did not expect that. And Tanny called me, that must have been the Friday or Saturday before, and just said, hey, like, could you do this on Tuesday? And I was like, absolutely. Like, I didn't even hesitate. And I had, of course, get clearance from CHGO, and they
Sure.
couldn't, they were totally fine with it. But it was just a huge honor to be part of it. And it's crazy. Like, you go back to a place where you spent so long, and some of the people are the same and some are not. And it's like, I don't know, it was kind of just like being back. I didn't feel like I missed a step at all.
Yeah.
But it was just, I don't know, it's weird. It just, when you're in there and you feel like a guest or something, it's just it's an odd feeling. I need to borrow your key cards and go to the bathroom. Like,
Yeah.
all the like creature comforts from the place are, but then it's all the same people. So it was cool. It was like being back home for a day. And I really enjoyed it, but you said it, and I want to make it abundantly clear that Tanny did all of it. Like, all the booking, all the scheduling he did. I was just there to sit beside him and get those things, like get people on the phone, get them on the Zooms. Like, I was just kind of help coordinating all of his hard work. Because he not only did he book everything, he also ran the board, created all the production. And of course, a very emotional day for him. So all praise goes to Chris Tannehill. I was just happy to be along for the ride.
Yeah. So it kind of feels weird because like we have already said our piece to a point, like on the air on the Score airwaves. But this is kind of like our space, and
Yeah.
you know, like I was on the tavern tour with Dan and Terry for a couple years, pretty much. Like the better part of like 2.5, 3 years, like almost every Friday, wherever they were. It could be, I remember my first one, I'm pretty sure it was my first one, was up in Johnsburg.
Oh, I've been to Johnsburg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which it's like another world, and it also feels like it's a world away because it's so
Yes.
far north, and it was a big snowstorm that was coming in. So basically everybody was like, no. And I was the newest guy, and I was like, I'll do it, please. Let me go work with Dan and Terry. And just like that experience going from feeling like an imposter, being part of the production of that show, to then just being part of it every week. And I remember like times of it being a bit like becoming part of what's on the show of like, when we were in DeKalb, and I think I had a passing mention that I was like 300 pounds or something. And Dan was like, at that point in time was like, there's no way you're 300 pounds. And I absolutely was. And it ended up being a thing, and just like working on that show, but also just like working with Terry
Yeah.
was just cool because everything everybody said, he's so inclusive just naturally. Like find something to talk about with everybody. Like for me, like a random thing that me and him talked about, and he mentioned it on air before. His like love and fascination with everything Secretariat.
Yeah.
That Secretariat is like maybe the best or one of the best athletes of all time to Terry, because to me that's important because my mom has that same love and affinity for Secretariat. So that was something we were kind of able to bond about and talk about, was just
that's cool.
horses in general and like that type of thing. And then just, you know, all the Terry stuff of just shooting the breeze and seeing him interact with other people and having to wrangle him when we're coming back from break, or when he inevitably has a read that he totally forgets about.
Yes.
You know, like that type of stuff. Like, in the comments, Josh has mentioned the picture of the fish that Terry mocked on a remote that I have. Yeah, it was literally like this big aquarium. I forget where we were at. And Terry is tapping the glass right at this fish, calling it a little bitch in the middle of break. I'm just there dying next to him. And he's just doing this to entertain himself, you know, just like those things. And then contrast that with like, you know, whenever we'd be decently far south, you'd see some of the Boers, you get more Boers there and more Boers face in person. And like, just seeing him interact with his family, like how he interacts on air versus how he interacts with his family, and like the different dynamics, like he's just like a true one of one. And there's no perfect way to describe Terry, but just immensely talented, incredibly humble, and like just the best dude.
Yeah, I think everything that everyone has said about him, when you see everyone coming out of the woodwork to say something about a person, that tells you all you need to know. There was no hesitation from anybody. There was no like, I'm going to be busy. You had really, really big name people make time because of Terry. Like, I don't remember the last time Mike Greenberg was on the Score, and like,
I think there were a ton of people that didn't know.
Yeah.
Either like didn't know or didn't remember that he was on the Score, that like how long, like that type of impact that Terry could have had on him.
Absolutely. And, you know, for him to say that Terry was kind of like always in the back of his head on like how he approached things, and that was everybody. And I think I say this about Doug Buffone a lot too, is like, I often will think like there's a few people in my life that when I'm battling through something mentally or like, what's the right thing to do? You obviously think about your parents, right? Like what would your parents do in a situation? But my grandpa was one, Doug Buffone was one, and Terry Boers was one, right? Like, how would the father, Terry Boers, or the grandfather, Terry Boers, handle this? Or how would the radio host, Terry Boers, handle this? Like he was always just kind of, it remains kind of like a guide for me in that way because he was just, you know, and I think you had a closer relationship with him because of your tavern tour. I never really worked on a show with him full time. It was always more fill-in sort of stuff, like when guys were out or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like you said, he always took time. Me and him were united over making fun of Dan. That was our, that was our connection, and I think a lot of people shared that with him. But you know, it was just, I don't know. He just really had this way about him to make everyone feel like a friend. I don't think anyone felt. How can I say this? Nobody who spoke on that show probably felt like they weren't justified in doing so.
That's a great way to put it.
You know what I mean? Because of the way Terry made them feel about their own relationship with him.
Yes.
That they're like, yeah, of course I should talk because we were tight. He was tight with everybody because everybody loved him. Like, beloved is underselling it. Like, everybody loved Terry, and no one funnier. And he would, you know, when he would come into the office once a month, the place would light up. Like he would come in, and it was like a cleansing of the place.
Yes.
Half of it was his cologne that just you're like, Terry's here,
Right.
you know, Terry's in the elevator.
Yeah.
He's on this floor now. He's getting closer. He just covered himself in cologne, but it was almost like he would come in and just like wipe the mood clean.
Yes.
Any sort of tension or toxicity or whatever was hanging around, he would come in, make fun of whoever was feeling that way that day. They would say, yeah, you know what? I'm being a sensitive little peen or whatever, like whatever the situation is. And it was all over. Because
Yes.
Terry just had this way to kind of come in, like, you know, give the papal blessing.
Yeah.
And the air was cleared for everybody. Because I think he just had a way of taking things seriously without being overly dramatic, over serious. And he knew what we were doing was fun, and he knew what we were doing was mostly silly. And when it got time to be really serious, no one was better. But I think just, you know, it was interesting being back there on Tuesday and just kind of like remembering the dynamics of like egos and who wants to talk to who. And like, all I could do is, I didn't do it out, you know, so people could see, but just kind of an eye roll inside of like, okay. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, it's not, why are we back here? You know, it's really dumb. And what we do is really not that important. I know we touch a lot of people when we broadcast, but I don't know. It was just, that was a time for Terry to come in and sweep the mood again, kind of.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot of feels when someone passes, so it's hard to, you know, get too upset about it. But anyway, I'm rambling. Overall, just a wonderful experience. And again, just truly honored that Tanny thought to ask me, and that Mitch gave his blessing, and that CHGO gave their blessing, and it worked out great. My only regret is because I was so busy, I got to hear very little of the show.
Yeah.
You know, so but I've gone back and listened to it. I think probably in chunks in its entirety. So
Sure.
it was really well done by Tanny.
Yep. Absolutely. So now let's transition to
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's do that. I want to get this out of the way quick because it's a big deal. Super Bowl Sunday is coming up.
Yeah.
And our friends at Fredo's Pizza have a massive pre-order special going on right now. This ends Thursday, February 5th at 4 p.m. Central Time. This is only available for advance order Super Bowl, for the delivery that day, the pickup that day. You get 2 18-inch pizzas, 24 boneless wings, regular or halal, 2 large wedge fries, and a giant brownie. That's for only $89 from Fredo's Pizza. That is an outstanding deal. Go to fredospizza.com/super-bowl-2026, or you can just go to their homepage, click on the menu, and you'll see the Super Bowl special there. But again, it's their beef tallow pizza, 2 18-inch pizzas, 24 boneless wings, 2 large wedge fries, and a giant brownie for $89. And for those that have not had Fredo's pizzas, a slice of Fredo's pizza is 2 pounds. So we're not talking about 18-inch, Jack's Pizza, paper thin. You can eat a whole thing in a sitting unless you're Connor McDoink. This is a hearty pizza. It's going to fill and feed a lot of people at your party. So check it out. Fredo'sPizza.com is the place to go. I just want to make sure take advantage of that deal if you're in the Schaumburg area. Fredo'sPizza.com for more info. I'll give that link again. Fredo'sPizza.com/super-bowl-2026. And that'll take you directly to that pre-order special. And again, you have to place that pre-order by February 5th. That's Thursday at 4 p.m. So take advantage of that.
Yes, you absolutely should do that because that is a great deal for a lot of food.
That's a ton of food. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So, kind of adjacent to Roselle, actually not quite adjacent, but close enough.
Yeah.
Or to Schaumburg is Roselle. That's where Sam and I went this weekend to La Hacienda de Roselle at 35 West Irving Park Road. For one thing, like just one of those places where when you go into it, you know by the fact that it's not the most high-end decor or whatever,
Yeah.
it's going to be good. The food
Yes.
will be fantastic. And it was. And the margaritas were gigantic. Like we each got they have like an original, a large, and then something else. And we got like the large one. And it's like, oh, this is a chalice. This is a fish bowl damn near
Hell yeah.
of margarita. And it was like the perfect amount to get us through like the meal with, getting 3 different salsas to have, or actually it was 2 salsas and guac to have with your chips. And they're clearly like homemade chips. Really, really good. And then Sam and I both got super burritos.
Hell
That is a super burrito.
It sure is.
Yes. With a metric F ton of rice.
Yeah.
Like, not a small portion there. So the super burritos are filled with beans, which I didn't get, but most people would. Beans, cheese, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, and your choice of meat, which for me was carne asada. And then obviously, you've got the cheese, you've got salsa on top, along with that rice, and the quality of the meat was fantastic. Just all the ingredients. And one thing that was nice, now this was more mine than Sam's, all the ingredients were pretty balanced throughout the burrito, which I know can be a big thing. She had one section that was a big glom of sour cream, which I know you're going to get hives from, but it was probably just like, you have the spoon and you just shake the spoon and probably just got one area where I got it more balanced throughout. But the vibes were good in there. Margarita was great. We both just got like the original margarita. The super burrito was super in terms of size and in terms of quality. It was very, very good. So just like if you're in the area, you're on Irving Park and you want to, get quality Mexican food, La Hacienda de Roselle, 35 West Irving Park Road is a very good option for you in that area, because that stretch of Irving Park is a little, it's like you're just getting past like kind of downtowny, like more like Bloomingdale, Roselle, and you're heading towards Hanover Park and Schaumburg. But yeah, so it can be a little difficult. It's more residential just past that if you're heading further west. So that's a great spot to stop and make sure you get some quality food.
So tell me, the carne asada, was it more of the ground or like the sliced carne asada?
No, it was sliced.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
It was so good. So it almost had like a fajita-y vibe to it.
Okay.
Just because of I guess because I just consider it when I think of sliced, that's kind of more where my head goes. And maybe that's just because I just inhaled some fajitas tonight.
Oh, there you go. No, that's
before
what
coming
I'm
up to the pod.
Because I had, where did I go? We got Burrito Express, which is right by our house. We go all the time, and it's great. But I got ground beef, and Addie got steak, and we couldn't tell the difference until we bit into it.
Oh, okay.
Just because they were both ground, so it was kind of hard to tell. Once you took a bite, it was obvious. But
yeah.
Anyway, actually forgot about this, and you led me there. I've talked about this place before, El Taco Sabroso number 2. 108th and Cicero in Oak Lawn. I went to see my mom this week and went home and got that on the way home for lunch. really good. Same kind of idea. You know, you walk in, you sit down, they give you the chips and salsa, the salsa tubes, you know,
Yeah.
and you get a can of whatever. They have Pepsi and Coke. Like, it's just whatever you want. But I got like the 3 taco plate. These tacos were enormous. Like, to the point where, like, usually when I get like the 3 taco meal, I get it because I'm like, all right, well, this won't be a lot of food. I just want something small.
Sure.
It was like overflowing with meat on these tacos. I was blown away. They were really good. So I got 2 ground beef and I got 1 steak. I've really been on a ground beef taco kick lately for some reason.
Okay.
I don't really know why, but I don't know. It's just been a shift for me. And I do that with lettuce, tomato, and cheese.
Yeah.
And then I do steak with onion and cilantro.
Okay.
But man, I just could not believe the portions there. So I will say, that area in Oak Lawn, for like Cicero, from like 103rd to like 111th, and then over like to Pulaski and back around, is like really, really full of good Mexican food. You've got El Gallo there. You've got Sabroso, which I just mentioned. There's Jalisco is there. There's so many good spots just on that stretch of like, that's at 108th and Cicero. 109th and Cicero has a great taco place. Like, you can't go wrong in the Oak Lawn area. But if you've not tried that one, it's right near the Great American Bagel. It's really, really good. Kenwood Liquors, and then just to the plaza south of that is where El Taco Sabroso is. Really, really good. So, yeah, don't hesitate if you're in that area.
I just realized, did I mess up another way? Are we supposed to start podcasts and everything with the national anthem now?
I think that's what we're supposed to do, yes.
Oh, okay. I saw that somewhere. I saw that somewhere this week, and I was just like, oh, I didn't realize we were doing the national anthem here now.
I think he left. He left. He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
So that was just a one-time deal?
I guess so. I'm glad they're on FM, man.
Agreed.
5 years too late. But not too late, but 5 years
Late.
beyond where it should have happened,
Yeah.
But it sounds good. I was listening today. Listening to Grody and Layla and Marshall do transition with Lawrence, and I was hearing about a Bulls trade that I was like, yes,
They
I
made a few.
agree.
Yeah, they made a few trades today, and I'm sure they're going to make at least one more. So,
Are they getting Giannis?
no,
Okay.
they are not. Like, they're actually, I will say, the trades they made today, nothing's earth-shattering, but just good bit of business. Like, I'll do the quick version for trying to remember. Let's see. Jaden Ivey is kind of like a Giddey situation where he's like in the last year of his rookie deal.
Okay.
Guy that was a top 5 pick. Hasn't lived up to it, partially injury, partially opportunity. So the question kind of is, like, does he have as much juice physically as he used to? Because he was like an explosive downhill driver, that type of thing.
Didn't he get hurt a bunch?
Yeah, he's gotten hurt a fair amount.
Look at me.
Look at you.
Look at me knowing stuff.
Yeah. So that was definitely and really they just had to take on a contract for Mike Conley who is expiring anyway. So like they're just going to waive him, and essentially the Bulls are like, well, we have the extra space and it's not going to hurt them moving forward, so they get to take a chance on Jaden Ivey. So I like that. And then kind of the same principle, sending Vooch to Boston.
Yeah.
Getting back Anthony Simons. There we go. Then we find, if you're watching on YouTube, we finally got a bubble
Thumbs
to
up.
work. But taking back Anthony Simons, and the Bulls essentially moved for the price of taking on $6 extra million in salary. Both contracts are expiring at the end of the year. So basically, for taking on a prorated $6 million, they turned a late 2027 second round pick into probably the first pick of the second round this year.
Okay.
So, and in what's supposed to be a good deep draft, like, that's a good bit of business. So, like, are any of these changing the fortunes of the Bulls moving forward? No. But if you, just like with a lot of Bulls things, if you grade them with blinders on and don't care about anything else involved, make a ton of sense.
Sure. It's a great way to do stuff.
Yeah, right?
I mean, they are who they are, and they've
Yes.
proven it for years.
Yeah.
Well, Anyway, yeah, I saw people got very excited at work, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of any of these people except old ass Mike Conley.
Yeah. Who is not going to play for the Bulls. Spoiler
I
alert.
wouldn't think
he
so.
will be waived and hopefully get to, I'm assuming this year is the end of his career. And if it's not, it should be, because was a great player for a long time, but he be washed right now.
Yeah. It's like when the Blackhawks traded for Shea Weber last year.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Might as well have been.
Need that. Got to hit that cap floor when you're rebuilding, baby.
Damn right.
And get an asset for it. We'll take your bad money. You give us a draft pick. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Do that all day. Anyway, well, we're on the sports thing. We should get to the Super Bowl. We were talking about it before the show. Very little, for me, very little buzz. I don't really have a rooting interest. I'm just kind of like, all right, it's the Super Bowl. I'm going to watch it like my mom would watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got some
just don't really
squares.
care.
I got squares, so I've got that. I might put in like a couple like people to score touchdown bets just for fun, but nothing serious. I was leaning more towards Seattle, and then Velus Jones opened his mouth, and now I kind of don't want Seattle either, and then the Patriots are back again, so it's like, do I really want anybody to win? Not particularly.
I just hope both teams lose.
Yeah.
Rick Rosner over here.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, Sam Darnold winning a Super Bowl would be a cool story as like a reclamation guy who figured it out later in his career. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so
yeah, I'm more interested in the
game.
I'm more interested in the festivities. You know, I think we're going over to Brian and Sarah's house, and they always knock it out of the park with food and cocktails, and so I'm just excited to be somewhere snacking and watching a game with friends. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, we'll be celebrating Sam's dad, Jeff's birthday earlier in the day. And then I think we're just going to head home and watch the game together, and that just kind of keep it low key.
Sounds awesome. I'm so in for low key stuff.
Yeah.
Like we had like the lowest key Christmas ever, and like it's just really nice to just slow it down. You know, especially having a teenager, things are so hectic. We're always so busy.
Yeah.
To just like just settle down together, and it's nice. So yeah, enjoy that. You should.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. Do you want to reveal why I'm mad at you?
Yes. If I want to phrase it in the bad guy way first, you're mad at me because I got in a car accident.
That is scientifically correct. Yes.
Yes. So I'll go chronologically here to lay this out.
Chronologically, babe.
Babe. So not this past Monday, we're recording on Tuesday. Basically a little over a week ago, I was in a pretty bad car accident on 355 South. So I'll do the very quick description. I'm in the left lane, semi in the middle lane, pickup in the right lane. Pickup tries to get in front of the semi and basically said, I'm getting over no matter what.
Oh.
Semi, like, can't really move that quick to get out of the way. Pickup didn't have enough room, so the left rear of the pickup clips the right front of the semi. Pickup goes spinning in my general direction, and at this point we are over a bridge, so I can't go I don't want to go fully onto the shoulder.
Yeah.
Because then if there's contact, I'm probably going over.
You're in the water.
Yeah. And
He's
then,
in the drink.
Actually, then I wouldn't have been in water. I would have been on Lake Street.
Oh, yes, that's worse. Okay. Yes.
But, so I kind of was halfway on the shoulder, halfway in the left lane, and the pickup, whilst spinning, comes over and smacks the right front of my car. And that knocks me perpendicular so that I slam head on into the barricade just past the end of the bridge, thankfully. So my car was gone.
Yeah.
Very much gone. I sent you a picture of the wreckage, and it was very done.
Yeah, I did not upload that one for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you, thank God you're okay. Was everyone else okay?
As far as I know the driver of the pickup Like me and there was like a fourth car involved that like I think after the pickup hit me, it like hit one person, just barely grazed somebody behind me. And we went to check on the person in the pickup, and while we didn't talk to him, we were like, went for the thumbs up, and he gave the thumbs ups, but I think he went to the hospital just to get checked out precautionary. As far as I know, everybody was fine. I think my car honestly probably got it the worst of anybody, which is kind of crazy. But so that happened. So I was out of a car and in a rental. Also, my rental was a Camry hybrid, which was actually a very nice car. Man, when you are not used to getting down into a sedan anymore, lowering yourself into a sedan sucks.
Yeah, that's a in and out. You're making big grunting noises.
Yeah. And like really pulling yourself out, like using that door and the frame.
Yeah, when I've had those, I just kind of like, I'm just falling in.
Yeah. Oh,
and
100%.
I hope I'm aiming correctly, and I hope I don't hit my head. But right now, once my knees are past like the 90-degree angle, I'm just falling.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So when I was delivering pizzas into DeKalb, I had a sedan, and it was that same thing. I was nowhere near as big as I am now. I was probably like 80 pounds lighter at least at that point in time. But I did have a where I got out of the car, last delivery of the night, and so I get out of the car and my pants rip right down the inseam. I mean, like, we're talking noticeable. So I'm like, oh my God. So I take the warming bag and I'm like holding it, instead of holding it up kind of where you normally do, like around your belly button.
Yeah.
Nope, it's down at the hip.
Sir, is your dick in my pizza?
Right.
Not anymore. Wink.
Right. Did you get an Alfredo pizza?
That's the one you had last week. The flatbread.
So I had to make that delivery, and thankfully they either didn't care or didn't see. So then I was able to go back to the store and just be like, well, this is what happened, and then went home. So I didn't have to clean up at the end of the night. But so I was doing car shopping, and where do you think was the first place that I decided I was going to reach out to with the fact that I need a new car?
I'm going to think you reached out to Eric Vates at Mazda of Orland Park.
You're damn right I did. Because, for one thing, Eric supported us for so long.
Yes.
That I wanted to give Eric and, Mazda of Orland Park every opportunity for me to be able to return that favor.
Yeah.
In that regard. And it was such an easy and nice experience with them. Like, just everything from the initial call with Eric, kind of going over what happened, what I'm thinking my options probably are, what my budget's going to look like, and just kind of bouncing ideas off of him, being like, hey, here's what I'm thinking. Does this make sense to you? Does this seem feasible? And then, after work, not that long before close, going over there, test driving. I test drove the 5, I test drove the CX-5, the CX-50, and the CX-90. Kind of, that one was more just for shits.
Yeah, it's a big vehicle.
It's a big vehicle that the steering radius on it is actually awesome.
Yeah, the thing handles. Yeah,
I was shocked by how well that thing drives.
If I had a bigger family, because it's just me, Hope, and Addie.
Yeah. If
we had like another kid, the 9 would be a perfect alternative to a minivan.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, exactly. Yeah. The 3 rows in the 90 or the 2 rows in the 70, whatever, were great. But after initially thinking I might lease or even look at maybe something that was certified pre-owned, and talking with Sam after test driving all of them and falling in love with the 50, I reached back out and I went to Eric, and then also I want to shout out Chris Dewar, the finance manager, who helped me out, who was basically like the guy that I was talking to primarily throughout the process after like the initial talking with Eric. And couldn't be a nicer dude. Actually listens, not pushy. Like everything you would hope that you get in a car buying experience is what I got at Mazda of Orland Park. And I was able to, I didn't even honestly think it was going to be very feasible once I kind of decided a 50 is what I wanted, that I was going to be able to get into a 50 from there. And I even texted you at one point, like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I want to support Eric, but just like, I don't know that there's something feasible that they have there. And, you know, reached out again thinking, hey, I'm probably going to buy now that I'm thinking about it. Was able to get into a new CX-50. And the reason Jay is mad at me, to bring this long ass story home.
Yes.
I send this picture to Jay, and without knowing it, I knew anyone who listens to the podcast know Jay has been talking about getting a CX-50 for like a year and a half.
Yes.
Eric even mentioned it. He's like, Jay's been talking about getting one of these for quite a while, and we're still not there.
Well, I got to pay off the other one first.
Yeah.
Can't take on 2 car payments. There's no way.
Yeah. So just having that car is so cool looking.
You got the exact color, exact model that I wanted.
So when I talked to Chris, he's like, hey, we've got one in the trim level that would make sense for you. It's in Cypress Green. I was so excited because, like, without having mentioned it to him before, that was the color that I wanted. It's such an awesome color. Like,
if you're not watching,
green.
Yeah, it's like a forest green, but it's metallic.
Yes.
It looks awesome.
It's incredible. I love the 50. I was worried about height because, like, just being a little taller, and just knowing that, like, one of the things in doing research, you know, I'm a paralysis by analysis guy.
Yes.
That the Mazdas can be a little shorter. So that was something that I wanted to, you know, keep an eye on. And man, the 50 is so comfortable. I loved it. Like, the drive in the 50 is so awesome because it's like you never feel out of control at all.
Right.
Like, there's just how responsive the wheel is, like the car is to every little bit that you turn. Like, you feel like you are always, like, the car, it almost feels like you're driving a sedan, really. It doesn't feel like you're up higher at all, just by how it feels and how it is on the road. Like, that was, maybe it's because of the opposite of the car that I had before. The car that I had before was a Kia. And obviously, I will say, the safety features, fair enough, because I should not have ended up in as clean a shape as I did after that accident. So I'll always tip the cap to Kia for that one. However, I wanted a car that was actually fun to drive. The Kia was not fun to drive.
Yeah, I love driving my car, and I think, but Eric told me this a while ago, and it's the reason you got your tires rotated more frequently on a Mazda. Something you should know. It's a wider base.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's lower to the ground. It's got more control and dexterity. And so the 30 is like a crossover. The 50 is more of a mid-size SUV. The 5 is an SUV, and then the 90 is like a big SUV.
Yeah. So the way
30 is smaller than the 50.
Yeah, like, I think the 50 is just a smidge bigger than the 5, but it's essentially like you took a 5 and you kind of squished it a little bit so that it's a hair shorter, but it's also wider. I think, and the width is very comfortable. Like, I had a Kia Seltos before. So for anyone that knows that, now mind you, that's also a subcompact, but like that, it felt a little tight.
Yeah.
But in the 50, like, Sam and I, you know, test driving it and stuff, that was like, we felt comfortable. We both felt very comfortable in terms of the width, like in terms of height, like the features that it has are like, I don't know that I've had a car that's had like a moonroof before or something, whatever nice. It is. This car has that. So it's like the preferred trim is the second trim up, and that's what I have. And it's got everything that I realistically could want in it. Like, I'm not someone that needs a ton of features, but this has more than I was expecting, and it drives great. I've already gotten compliments on it. Like I know Sam's already looking forward to being able to drive it like downtown when she's got meetings, because it's, like her car is large. Hers is a big SUV.
Okay.
But so this one is going to be much more fun for like when she has multiple meetings in the city. Maybe we'll trade cars, even though I won't really want to very often because it's so fun to drive. I am like in love with this thing. And Eric and Chris could not have made the process any easier for me and Sam. And we were in and out quick on the day that we were there to buy. Like low key, we were both like, listen, what has to be done has to be done. Just because, like I knew I had a limited time after this accident, not expecting to have to get anything, to go from 0 to in a car in a few days and having done as much, research and test driving and talk back and forth with Eric and Chris. Like they really treat you right at Mazda of Orland Park. So, head on down to 159th and go say hi.
See, the best part of this is that I just get to pass the torch to you to do the reads. Here you go.
Yes.
You can do the Mazda of Orland Park reads from now on, or we can split them or whatever.
Yeah.
My CX30, sorry, just hit 100K.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I think I hit 150 miles today.
Well, you're a dick. Isn't that the coolest feeling though? You're like, mileage 0.
Yeah, I got it. It was like on the paperwork, I think it said mileage was like 9.
9. Yeah, to drive it from the factory to the car. Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you. It's a great place. MazdaOverlandPark.com, 8910 West 159th Street. So that was a big long ad for them.
Sure.
But I also think people will be interested to know, like, dude, you sent me the Rick Campiest text ever. I gotta hang on, I gotta find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's such a dumbass.
About the car or about the accident?
Yeah, about the accident.
Oh, yeah.
You wrote like you wrote, "I'll be talking to Eric soon," with a picture of your totaled vehicle. I'm like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I got hit by a spinning pickup. Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, just like the Rick Camp. That's a Rick Camp special, man.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, yeah, well, guess I'm talking to Eric.
Yeah.
What? Are you dead? Like, what happened?
I know, man. It was like literally the only scratch I have on me from this entire thing. And obviously it looks so much better now because it's been over a week. Oh, wrong way.
Oh, man.
Can't even really see. There you go.
Well, that's
That's it.
I'm glad you're okay. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I will say, like, that was the most intense impact I've ever had. Like,
that's very scary, man. Like, I had a similar, it happened to me I was on, like Lakeshore Drive, right at North Avenue Beach where it curves.
yeah.
So I was just north of that, heading south. Mm-hmm. And it was the day Notre Dame was playing Ohio State in a bowl game, not the recent national championship. This was maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
And there was some black ice. These girls hit a patch and spun. And then I didn't hit them, but I turned out of the way and I hit the
Guardrail?
Yeah, but there it's like the concrete barricade.
Oh, yeah, true.
And my car was jacked up. Like, I was able to get it to NBC Tower, but the wheel was like the way it's like diagonal. And the girl's car was total, but it's scary. Like, those impacts are scary because you're going fast. You're on 355. I don't think I've ever done less than like 85 on 355.
I know. Well, so I didn't even notice. I forget if I sent you the picture of this or not. Now this happened, the accident happened Monday. I didn't even realize until like, I think Thursday, because I went and saw Chris and Eric the first time on Wednesday. And it was the next day that I was with Sam and I realized, because like everybody's coats have like salt on them right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's like, you see something like that and you're just like, okay, whatever. No. The like white or whatever that was about right over my shoulder on my coat was probably airbag powder that had been like melted onto the coat.
Oh, wow.
With the seatbelt, like on each side of where the seatbelt would have been.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, once again, I know it's a Mazda podcast, but shout out Kia for getting Rick home safe.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I didn't notice in the photo that your airbag had gone off. I mean, it makes perfect sense, but
Oh yeah. And it was one of those sub-zero days. So
Yeah.
like I had to, or single digit or whatever it was. So I had to get out of the car to let, let those airbag fumes and gas get out of there before
Yeah.
I went back in. So I was just standing outside waiting for anybody to get there so I could sit somewhere warm.
damn. Oh, that's brutal. Well, I stopped short of saying everything worked out, but I'm glad that
I mean, in the end,
yeah.
it's like as long as you're guaranteed to have minimal injury from that, to have the net of all that be, oh yeah, you got a scratch. I'm
a
too
new
dumb
car.
probably to have any PTSD from it and actually logically be scared. Yeah, not really, but I got a new Mazda out of it, and
Yeah.
it's the already like the best car I've ever had.
Yeah, and I'm still gonna buy that when I get my next car, same color and everything, and that's fine. People can make fun of us for having matching cars, and I don't care.
Twinsies.
I'll get a different trim package or something.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not like we see each other in person enough where it's gonna be awkward.
Right. I initially test drove the hybrid version of the 50. Oh, buddy, does that have pickup to it?
Oh yeah, I would love a 50. I would love a
my
hybrid. I just don't think it's in my price range, man.
Yeah.
Like I do like the because I always I told Chris when I was there, like I need low monthly payments. I'll pay a lot more for the car as long as the monthly payments are low.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like I can't pay more than X and make it work, So and they did.
Yeah.
They did. It was great. So anyway, enough of that.
Yes.
That's enough, Eric. You owe us both a new car. Just because of that read.
Well, I got mine, and the tip of the old cap. I will not say on the podcast what our friend Brett told me that I had to do when I was telling him about how good the experience was, but
kinda
he
just
is
did
not
it.
wrong in the slightest.
You kind of just did it. I
Yeah.
think everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yep.
All right. I am going to do something that you're probably not going to expect me to do. I have massively high praise for B-dubs.
I, for one, am shocked.
Well, I know we've been talking about their, the prices are high and the quality's gone down and it's like really not worth going anymore. They have this pick 2 deal for $19.99 and it's 10 boneless wings. So it's actually 20, 2 orders of wedges, 2 drinks for $20. Like, that's a really good deal. Hope and I
really good.
brought leftovers home. And then we also had in the app, it was like free app month. So we got another 10 boneless for free just to share.
Wow.
Like, get the app at B-dubs and take advantage of the promotions they've got going on because they are doing work to get people to come back. So, and we did try an app because it looked good. Buffalo Tots.
Whoa.
These are tasty. That is tater tots with shredded buffalo chicken. We got the meat. I think it's the medium or the mild sauce on there. I can't remember.
Okay.
Those are like hot peppers, the red peppers, and there's jalapenos. And there's a little bit of like a blue cheese dressing on there. I'm sorry, a ranch dressing and blue cheese crumbles. This was really, really good. Really good. And if you don't like blue cheese or ranch, like you could hold it, but I think it all came together very nicely. I don't usually order ranch, but I think as a combined dish here, this thing was really tasty. So
Nice.
I was looking at the website and to get all the details of this, which is Tots pulled chicken, buffalo dry rub, blue cheese crumbles, pickled hot peppers, medium buffalo sauce, ranch, and green onions. 2,100 calories.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so not if you're not on a diet, this is good for you. But I just think they've done a lot of work in kind of regaining like some sanity in terms of their pricing and again the app really the points add up and there's always redeemable specials when you're in there. So get it. All you got to do is give the server your phone number. And it like applies the specials and everything, and you get points for every purchase. So I've been really pleased with them lately. It was a good experience the last couple of times we went.
You should start the organization Fats for Tots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, now I want tots.
That's it. We're getting tots.
That's it, we're getting tots.
That was always our. We're talking in the first hour or two of the show we be producing, and then inevitably some food comes up that sounds really good, and Jay's like, "That's it. We're getting enter food here."
And usually we had takers. People would usually jump on board and do it. Speaking of that, today I was leaving work and I said to Hope, like, I just really want pizza.
Yeah.
And she's like, where do you want it from? I said, I'm going to pick up Rico's Pizza in Lansing on the way home from work. Got to take the Skyway today like a fancy boy. Oh man. I'm like, it only cost me like $70, but I got to drive on a Skyway.
Right.
And
just wait till you're doing that to Bears games.
yeah, right. I seriously took the Skyway like through Hammond and then over to Lansing, and that Rico's Pizza, I've talked about a lot, so I don't need to rehash it, but it's about 20 minutes from our house, which is on the cusp of a little bit too far.
Yeah.
But it was totally worth it. 3651 Ridge Road in Lansing. Really good, old school, thin crust. We got the super, and I think I ate like half of it. It's like that thin.
Okay.
Like it's just delicious thin crust. And I think it is second to Los Angeles for me. In terms of like, yeah, and I said La Briola is up there too.
Yeah.
So that's my top three. I think 2 and 3 are interchangeable, but
Sure.
it was really good.
Speaking of Los Angeles,
Yeah, I know. You told
I
me.
found out I will be consuming Los Angeles pizza this
Good
weekend.
for you. I'm excited for you.
I know. I'm very excited. We are going to hang out with our friends Lindsay and Drew, and you met them at the engagement party and probably other places. I don't know.
Yes, they're delightful people.
Yes. So, and you know what delightful people do? They get Los Angeles. For
Goddamn
their
right.
friends.
Write this down so you don't forget.
Okay.
You got your little yellow pad there.
Eh.
Order with your Los Angeles a big boy beef with red sauce. Just trust me.
Boy.
Just trust me. Just ask them, hey, when you order the pizza, can you order me one of these?
Okay.
And you can cut it up half, 3 ways, 4 ways, and share it or eat it yourself.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain Los Angeles beef sandwiches, so I need you to try it to help me.
Oh, okay.
Because it is not your traditional Italian beef. It's like a thicker cut beef.
Oh.
And I don't get red sauce on my beef sandwich anywhere but Los Angeles. But, buddy, I'm telling you, it is outstanding. And they
So do you
toast
think
the bun.
The bun?
There
Yes.
we go.
Yeah.
So is it somewhere between like a traditional Italian beef and like between that and a Euro slice in terms of thickness?
I would say it is a Euro slice sized cut, but it is Italian beef.
Okay.
So like a similar cut to a Euro or like a shawarma. Yes, that is accurate. Yes.
Okay.
But it's awesome. It's so good.
Nice.
That's it. I'm getting a big boy beef. I might get one on the way to the Hawks game tomorrow. On the way to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be a great, and it reheats real good, and can't go wrong. All right, I've got one more thing I got to talk about. Actually, it's 2, but it's from one place.
Okay.
I know you're tired of hearing me talk about JP Graziano, Randolph and Peoria in the city. They posted a video of a pot of soup being stirred. And I seriously almost jumped in my car and left that early for work. I got their beef barley soup. This picture does not do it justice,
Okay.
but big old chunks of beef. Oh, it was delicious, like perfectly spiced. They had a nice big bowl of it with big, super tender cuts of beef. Definitely like super, super homemade soup. I should have just shared the video because it's way better, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then I wrote that I was coming to get it, and Jim Graziano wrote on Twitter, get some focaccia on the side.
Ooh.
So I got the cheesy focaccia. That is that hunk missing is from my beloved producer Chloe, who's like, can I try that? I'm like, I just opened it, but sure.
Right.
She tore herself a piece.
Right. Let me get in the door, please.
Yes. But It was great. And that little side of focaccia, it's toasted and warmed, and it's only $2.50. And that's
Nice.
about the size of a home run in microwavable pizza
Sure.
in diameter, but it's thick. You know, it's like a thick cheesy focaccia. So, I mean, even if you're not getting the soup and you're going to JP Graziano, just do yourself a favor and get the cheesy focaccia because it's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, I have one last thing.
Okay.
I had a new adventure in cooking.
Ah.
Now, mind you, this is all still very relative, and I'm getting the job that, like, the traditional jobs that you would think of for a child that is first starting to cook. So, grade on the largest of curves.
Sure, it's fine.
We're making mac and cheese, so I made a roux.
A roux. Okay. Was it Kraft macaroni and cheese?
No.
Okay.
This is-
because that is technically a roux because you're mixing the butter and the milk. We use half and
True.
half because we're extra fat.
Nice.
And this is cheese sauce, so you're making a roux technically. But tell me about
no.
your roux. Tell me
Sam-
about the roux.
We got shells. We had I think it was 3 different types of cheese.
Okay.
Got the bricks and shredded it all ourselves. And by ourselves, I mean that part was Sam. Because, to be fair, it's because I was doing other stuff to help clean at that point in time.
Sure.
But still. That was after we got home from Aldi. I was putting all the Aldi groceries away. And, yeah. So I was basically in charge of, it was like, the roux. That's your job. And it was really more just the stirring. Sam was explaining everything to me. And mind you, I was really in the moment. It's like in the moment when you think you're going to remember all these things. And then you, 20 minutes afterwards, you're like, yeah, I kind of remember, but I already forgot.
Sure. Yes. Because you just don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I understand that.
But,
Man, it's not hard. You can do it.
yeah.
I just
And-
hate shredding cheese. Ugh.
Yeah,
It takes forever.
yeah. Yeah, it could be tedious, but man, the difference is...
Oh, he makes a huge difference.
Yeah, but just the way that when cooking, Sam goes the extra mile for all that type of stuff. Man, it makes it just have a big old casserole dish full of mac and cheese, and then
Yeah.
making sure there's extra shredded cheese on top, and getting that crust on it. Yeah.
That works. That sounds.
And
really
then we
good.
got some of the frozen popcorn chicken from Aldi, and then just tossed some of it in. We actually got the Buffalo Wild Wings medium sauce from
nice.
Aldi, and we had some Parmesan garlic left, so we had plain
Ooh.
popcorn chicken, Parmesan garlic chicken, and medium chicken to be able to put on the mac and cheese.
All right. And here's Charlie the Big Guy chiming in. Hot roux tip. Don't touch it. Might as well be lava.
Yeah, there may have been a couple splashes up onto my hand that were not pleasant.
Yeah, that is like liquid molten. Yeah, that's not a good thing to have on you. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're getting involved. You just you got to start slow. I'm certainly no expert, but I don't know. I just think cooking is more flexible than baking.
Yeah.
Right. So
fair.
if you make a mistake, it's like, all right, well, it needs more salt.
Yeah.
All right, a little too much salt. Next time I'll correct it.
Sure.
Whatever. So good. Keep get those hands dirty, man. I think there's nothing cooler than preparing a meal for your family. Hope made she made a baked ziti the other day with we just had Italian sausage in it.
Oh yeah.
And I took it to work Friday, but then Jake ordered pizza, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be rude. So I ate the pizza, and then I forgot about it all weekend, and I went back today, and I was like, oh, the ziti's still there. As I was trying to find what I was going to have for lunch, I was like, maybe I'll go to Small Cheval, but then I couldn't find parking. I'm like, I was going to drive through McDonald's. I'm like, oh, the ziti. So I just booked it to work, and it was even Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 5 days. It was still pretty damn good. So
Nice.
yeah. it's
By the way,
stuff.
good luck ever finding parking by Small Cheval. It's just impossible.
well, and they were also doing some kind of construction at the place directly east of it.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew So it worked out because I saved probably $25
Sure.
and had the ziti, which I would have had to throw out tomorrow. So, all right, before we get to Ask a Fat, our friends at Nick and Ivy have a new beer release coming on the 6th. That's Friday, I believe, correct? Mm-hmm. 6th?
Yeah.
The 6th. It is called the Sanguinello Sunset. I know I said that wrong. I'm sorry. It's a blood orange ale, 6% ABV, a crispy light ale brewed with blood orange puree to add bright citrus aromas and a slightly sweet, slightly tart finish. Again, that will be available to go or on tap at Nick and Ivy on February 6th. So check them out, 1026 South State Street. Grab a pack for the Super Bowl. Bring it home. Be the hero of your Super Bowl party. NickIvyBrewing.com is the website, but everything's always updated on our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Nick and Ivy Brewing. Great craft beers, great atmosphere. You know, the way you described Mazda of Orland Park, where it's not your traditional car dealership, Nick and Ivy is not your traditional craft brewery. It's just cool people, no pretension, just awesome beer, awesome people, awesome hang. Wednesday, Blues and Brews from 7 to 9. They've got $5 pints on Thursday. St. Denis, St. Joe's fundraiser Thursday night as well. And then Friday, like I mentioned, the new release of the Blood Orange Ale. And then, of course, Super Bowl, they're open until 4 because they want to go watch the damn Super Bowl.
Right.
But 10% off 4-packs and 20% off cases. So run in there Sunday from 11 to 4 and stock up on your Nick and Ivy beer for your Super Bowl party. All right. I'm ready for Ask a Fat. However, I need to find the drop. Where is it? There we go. Here we go.
Ask a Fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the Fats.
All right, we have 2 Ask a Fat submissions today. This first one comes from Robert. If you'd like to leave us one, imfatpod@gmail.com is the email, and 708-858-3314 is the voicemail number. Leave us a message, damn it. All right, Robert says, first, just a fat thought. In the last episode, there was some discussion about a public toilet with a bidet. My immediate response was a bit grossed out, but then I thought more about it. Imagine if bidets were the norm. If this were just the way people cleaned up after a trip to the office, then someone proposed using toilet paper. Think of them explaining how to use the toilet paper and everything. I would imagine if bidets were the norm, the thought of using toilet paper would sound like an absolute gross joke. Just a thought. Thank you, Robert. Emailer of the show. But he's right. Everyone turns their nose up because I have a bidet that sprays water on my butt and cleans everything off to the point where all I have to use toilet paper is to dry. People make fun of me for that when they're taking paper in their hand and putting said hand and paper in their butt cracks and wiping it. And you're telling me that spraying water on your butt is grosser than sticking hand and paper in your own ass. Thank you, Robert. And I'll tell you one thing. You know what never happens with a bidet? Your finger doesn't pop through. And you know you're good for that at least once a month with toilet paper. At least once a month. All right. Thank you, Robert. For real. Send me your address. I'm going to send you something. All right. He also has a question.
Hold on. I need to know what you're sending.
I have a whole tub of I'm Fat podcast stickers.
Are you going to send him a Jay Zawoski signed bidet? It's game used.
The Jay Zawoski Tushy model.
Yeah,
yes.
It's a game used bidet made with ass sweat. It's still on there.
So for you, well, you got to make sure it's authentic.
Right.
Yes. I'll send Robert something that has not touched my ass, at least to my knowledge.
Okay.
All right. He continues. Says, here's my question for the week. I recently started working in the office on a more regular schedule. It's pretty new to me, and I'm finding that I require a lot of snacks throughout the day. I have a drawer designated. Is this you, Rick? Designated as the snack bar. Here's my question. If you guys had one drawer To fill with your favorite snacks, what would make the cut? I'm trying to fill it for 2 weeks at a time and so I don't need to refill until those 2 weeks are over.
Okay.
You have one.
I have a snack drawer.
You have snack drawer. I had snack drawer.
Yes.
I had snack file cabinet, technically.
I mean, that's what this is a drawer in a file cabinet.
Yes. I'm trying to remember mine. I know I had granola bars. They sat there the entire tenure of my time at WBBM.
No.
I always had a bag of rolled gold pretzels because I could just snack on those all day long. I had honey roasted peanuts.
Yeah.
You know, like Planters and like the little thing.
Sure.
And then I probably had some sort of candy always, be it like, you know, M&Ms or something like that to get the chocolate kick.
Okay. I've been a little better about not stocking this as much and basically just chilling a little bit on the snacks at work. Because I'm trying to make just the slightest bit of changes, you know, to myself. But generally, when you fill up the drawer, you're going to want something salty that you like. So for me, that'll usually be like Chex Mix. Like the bigger bag of Chex Mix, someone always has it on sale. A chocolate aspect. A lot of times this, for me, is kind of determined by what is on sale at either Casey's General Store, where it's all good, or at 7-Eleven. So, like right now, the larger of the Kinder, like not the hazelnut, but like the actual like kind of white chocolate with the regular chocolate covering.
Yeah.
The large version of that is on sale. So I have like, it's like a 2 for whatever. So I have 2 of those. I started the week with 2 of those in there and a candy. So I think those are your snack drawer food groups are salty snack, chocolate, and candy. So the candy is either if there's something on sale at one of said places, or maybe like the thing I've been on lately for a while are the High Chew sour watermelons.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah. So that's been a go-to for me. And Casey's has had them as a BOGO or like buy one for $1 or something like. There's been a deal on those for a while. So that's generally my thought process when filling up the snack drawer.
My mindset was, what am I going to go to the snack machine for every day?
Okay.
And I just tried to make sure I had that just to save money.
Sure.
There was a time where I think I might have had oatmeal cream pies in there, and I just went through them way too fast.
Dude, the double-decker oatmeal cream pie in the Odyssey kitchen.
That thing is still there, though, that kitchen.
It was pretty dead for a while, and then the last time I was there, it was actually mildly functional again.
I got a Diet Coke and struggled to remember Jim Gwynn's name.
Oh, Jim Gwynn.
I saw him, I'm like...
Is he like the salesman left?
I don't know. I don't think he saw me or recognized that it was me, so I was like, okay, if I just go quick, I won't have to admit I can't remember this guy's name. And then I went downstairs, I'm like, Jim Gwynn.
Yep,
I remember
that's
right away.
always what happens.
And I stayed downstairs, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my... Because I tried to be like, I'm going to get all my favorites. And I did... I think the fact that I had 2 younger women working for me was like keeping me from being a complete slob.
Yeah.
Because if I had not like had people that were within an earshot of me, I probably just would have filled my entire drawer with just loose marshmallow fluff. It just like reached a spoon in every 10 minutes. You know, it's good that I had someone there keeping me. They weren't like actively doing it, but the shame was strong enough to try to not be a complete psychopath with my snack drawer.
The top drawer is the marshmallow drawer. The medium drawer is I assume most people would do the peanut butter drawer. The bottom drawer is for dry snacks.
Yeah. No, I could have like a whole s'more system.
Yeah.
Like the top drawer is marshmallow, the second drawer is chocolate, and then in the third drawer I have like a portable heater that warms it up, and I just dip graham crackers in each layer. Yeah.
That's great.
See? Now we're thinking.
All right. Our other email is from Uncle T. And I don't know why
buddy.
Yeah, so it's either that. I thought of 2 things. That or the don't leave your Uncle T bag hanging. Arrested Development. Hello, fellow fats. I want to know where you guys stand on Arby's. They have a new deal that is good and a great value. This is probably one of the cheapest fast food deals available. It came out to $8.50 with tax. When I got it, the food came out hot and fresh. I ate it in shame as should anyone else eating Arby's, but I think it was worth a try. Keep up the good work.
Okay, this is the meat and 3 box that he sent us.
Shout out to Chris Roungy.
Yes, $7.99. You
Okay.
get an entree choice, which is a classic roast beef or a crispy chicken sandwich.
Okay.
You get a small fry, 2 mozzarella sticks, and a small drink, and a dessert
Wow.
for $7.99.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. That's a pretty good deal. I like Arby's.
Yeah, we are an Arby's household. I didn't know this about Sam until one day she was like, we were trying to figure out dinner, and she's like, I don't know how to tell you, but I really got a taste for Arby's. And I was like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, I don't really have to hide this at all, that I'm down with Arby's. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Arby's is pretty good. I don't, don't look up the meat arriving at the place. And
Sure.
don't worry. It's fine. You're fine.
It's covered in cheddar. You're fine.
You've eaten worse, I promise.
Yeah.
That's why you have an immune system.
And the curly fries are elite.
There, and they did bring ham back, so I can get my ham and cheese. And I gotta say, Arby's sauce,
Yes.
amazing. And I know people love the horsey sauce, not for me,
Not same.
but the Arby's sauce is like a perfect barbecue sauce.
Yes, it is.
Sweet and a little bit spicy and a little like it like hits all. It's like a really nice consistency. Arby's sauce rules. I like Arby's. I don't go very often just because I'm not. I feel like they have the Burger King problem of they're never around when you need one, and
True.
you're like, oh, an Arby's. Next time I'll remember, and then you don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Yeah. Their mozzarella sticks are pretty good too. I mean, I'm sure they're like fairly standard, but they're like, if you're like, you know what, I could really go for mozzarella sticks, they'll fit the bill.
Yeah, it'll get the job done for sure. All right, well, that's all we got. Hour 15, pretty good.
Yeah. After we're like, I don't know how much we have today.
Every week.
Every time. All right. Well, follow us on all of our social media at I'm Fat Pod. I'm Fat Pod at gmail.com, 708-858-3314 for the Fat Phone to leave us a voicemail. Check out Spotify. That's where you can listen to us, watch us, any of that stuff, or just your favorite podcast app that you use. I'm a Pocket Cast guy myself.
Okay.
I don't know. That's where I choose to, that's the interface that I like for podcasts. I'm fatmerch.com. You can find your favorite design, which, by the way, Sam is working on one right now.
I like that design, by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing, our buddy Mark Fishman, still like Russ Schneider, the unpaid designer.
Yeah.
He's still with us, but Sam had a great idea, and she's executing it.
Yes. Which there's an update on that I will update you on after the pod.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You've got something for... Oh, by the way, stop the music.
Oh.
Have you seen the Mr. Sub commercials that are completely unhinged?
No.
Okay. This is your homework assignment for this week.
Okay.
I am sending you the link right now.
All right.
For the 50th anniversary of Mr. Submarine, they have made some of the weirdest, awesomest commercials you've ever seen. I'll just tell you, there's one with Mark Giangreco.
Oh, no.
Where he's like, I'm calling to check on my order. And they're like, oh, it looks like your order got canceled. He's like, why am I always getting canceled? I must be a really big ditz. And the guy's like, we don't say that anymore. And then there's one of a guy who's like sitting in a Mr. Sub. And he takes a bite and he goes, it's pretty good. It's not the best sub I ever had, but it's fine. And then they like make a jingle. The subs are pretty good, but not the best you've ever had. Like that's
awesome.
It's
Is
so
Scottie
good.
Pippen in any of them?
There are no Scottie Pippen ones.
okay.
There is one where like, because they do pull from original Mr. Sub commercials.
Nice.
So it's like this 80s mom, like, we love coming here as a family. And it's like, that was really nice. Checking on the family. And it's the boys like, Mom actually died a while back. They're unhinged and they're awesome.
Nice.
So everybody, that's your homework assignment. Go to just Google or go to YouTube, Mr. Submarine 50th anniversary commercials. And I'm telling you, it's working because I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to Mr. Sub. The commercials are hilarious. I actually will throw, I can throw the link into the chat if you are watching us on YouTube.
Yes.
So there you go. You can go check it out.
All right.
All right, sorry.
YouTube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. Subscribe, like each video, and, consumption. That's what we're here for. So if you're watching us live, thank you. When you're working tomorrow, maybe just open up an extra tab, open up a past episode, or watch this one again. You don't even actually have to watch it. Just mute it and then just let it roll and let it roll through another episode, because, hey, juking numbers and consumption is what we're all about. And it's the American way nowadays.
We're close to 2,000 YouTube subs, so let's get over that. Let's do that. Tell some friends, get some subs, use all your YouTube accounts, and subscribe.
Yes. And then subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to the regular podcast feed, and leave a 5-star rating and review. And check out our sponsors, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, Nick and Ivy Brewing. And thank you once again to Eric Vates and Chris Dewar from Mazda of Orland Park for hooking me up and making what could have been a very, very difficult week for me a hell of a lot easier.
Yes.
So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
French toast, grilled cheese, and ham sandwich.